Dumelang sanibonani. Ah la la.
Wait, baba.
Wait.
Ngizikhohliwe bafethu. Ngisekazi English please. Thank you.
Dumelang sanibonani. It's your boy Ax. Welcome back to yet another banger episode of What's the Chat. Ibaba what's the go?
What's the kwa?
Kwenzakala. Wirala. Dako please. Kuseyiyo lengwenye emnyama ezingela konke okuyibiza ngesilwane. Umsabo ngamazi. uPope Mawisi. Ubhale igama wona sanda phaya. Unhlabathi.
Hey Thabafethu somnyama stizi inkinsela semgungundlovu. Umuji
Inkomo zabantu.
Thampa stizi somnyama yena yedwa. Danko ke bafethu.
It's your boy Bucks. It's your boy Bad Boy Bucks. Natala wachimas. Dangithi nidla mas. Okay.
Danko ke bafethu.
Stay sidla mas. Yeah, otherwise, like I said, welcome back to yet another episode. Banger. It's early in the morning, young son. But we edit, dog. Top of the morning.
Yeah, top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
5 to 12.
Niggas are top of the clouds. Niggas are high. Niggas are wearing shades. I'm not wearing shades. Wait, people are wondering. Can the Pope luckily bizarre? I'm on sabbatical. I'm on sabbatical. I'm on sabbatical.
It's been on
new
this
me.
sabbatical way.
New me, dog. New me. Everything.
Actually, I don't even
repented.
know. Like, what's the meaning of the word like sabbatical?
It's for Sabbath. It's a Saturday food. Sabbath. Sabbath. Refraining for anything ungodly, like the shades. Because you all know, this slang misfeeling is nothing good is going on.
The future is too bright, bro.
Nothing good is going on. But nonetheless,
I go bright cool.
These are the kind of niggas that rock shades every day, but never hit no shade.
Yeah,
They never had no shade.
yeah, wait. Shout out.
So what's the go?
What's happening? Guys?
Feeling, dog. Me, I don't have anything in mind, but then, like something a little bit different.
Let's talk about you, boy. Cause
Okay,
obvious. Sudana said, "Is a new him. You wanna know the new you?
Oh yeah.
Introduce us to the new you."
Akuseyi ingwenye emnyama ngithola otherwise. Mara ngisazingeli ilwane.
Why?
What changed? What happened? What happened? You're fed up.
Fasting.
Nah, dog, I'm just tired, dog. Of you.
Were you that busy, dog?
Obvious, he was busy.
No, I wasn't busy, but it was more for thing Uguti. I was there. I was there. I was chilled, but then now I'm extra chilled. Don't want anything, dog.
What happened?
Why do you?
Like, what influenced the change?
Yeah.
Dog. You know, you get to a point sometimes where you like, you have to think for yourself.
Yeah.
Mental health.
So you feel like you used to think for the
you know
chakra
me.
maima.
Yeah, dog. Anything for the chakra maima. Anything for the chakra maima. But then, you know me very well, dog. Yeah. So, we've always had conversations with regards to like, isn't there more particularly like on the side or anything else and so on. And you know me, I'm quite a thoughtful guy, even when it comes to friendships and whatever.
Can I ask? Did it come to a stage where it's toxic?
I wouldn't say that. What is toxic?
Oh,
I haven't even got into my point.
Because like you
it can like sometimes like when you're in a situation you can like enjoy the pain, but now when it's too toxic,
you can enjoy the pain. Maybe
you can enjoy.
Like referring to what?
Like
the relationships.
Relationships.
I don't know.
Okay,
like whatever, dog.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is, for me, I'm that kind of guy who always like puts everyone first, before myself. And as much as I always preach to people here, even on the pod, sometimes think for yourself and so like do things that make you happy. Like go for what makes you happy, basically, and so like be you. Sometimes you sort of neglect yourself because you always like try to I don't want to sound like young taller because
try
there's
to
nothing
fit
there.
in.
Yeah,
You feel like, and sometimes you don't even notice that you are trying to fit
exactly.
in.
Young tall.
It's a thing of maybe sometimes as you, okay.
Also, you were people pleaser.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a people
you
pleaser. I'm
can't,
more of
like,
a let me die so you can live. Young tall. I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But then now
you live through the moments, like living through the moment.
Yeah.
And sometimes like some of the things like young chola you do, ne? Like you wouldn't notice as much as he said, like you are living through the moment.
Duana. Shit, manje, I was there on browsing through Facebook and so Shapari jokes, you know, and something serious popped out.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, you know what's the biggest mistake? Guys, actually it's not the biggest mistake, it's the biggest trap guys go through.
Yeah.
So it's like you only early 20s, young and then you start to you get a job after like you have graduated, young and then you find yourself with this hand, and then she becomes pregnant, and then you just
so it just happens.
Wait, no, obvious. It's a thing that's going on.
Yeah.
So now she's pregnant. You just adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
You don't think about yourself. You just adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
It goes on and on. Years go by. You get a car. You get a house. You get married. And then when you reach like when you're going to your 40s now, maybe on your 37s, shit hits the fan now. Now, like, I don't know what they call it, but now you decide that, damn, this is not me. This is not myself.
So
you choose to divorce, and then when you choose to divorce, you choose to be wild and free. Now you're doing things that you have done, that
You should have done long
ago
Yeah,
in
I
your 20s.
think-
You start partying, you start going for the waka waka. What's that?
For the
Oh,
waka
the
waka.
shaka, my man,
Young
the
Twal,
waka.
you start going for the waka wakas, young Twal. And then like Ntwana, like to mess up, young Twal. So my point is, Anna, you have to be self-aware. So you have to be
Of who you
selfish.
are.
Yeah.
And so also, because manje, like that guy, so since like he felt like he wasn't himself, young Chol, at all, because maybe like I don't know, is it a thing of like back then, back in high school when you're still young, there, young Chol, maybe young Chol, but sometimes some of the people tend to focus on reaching their goals first before going out, young Chol. Young Chol. So manje, sometimes it's a thing of remember that you didn't get that time. You felt like, if maybe I started partying, young Chol, bumping the workers and stuff, young Chol, maybe it wouldn't like get me to where I am today. You understand?
Yeah.
So rather focus on reaching my goals, then I'll come back for it.
Yeah.
But now, because remember, you are that guy there, and you are that guy. Obviously, Ntwana, you wouldn't live like others, young Chol. Because manje, you get to a stage where like obviously you see that hand there. You are not that guy who goes for hands everywhere, young Chol. So manje vele. Ntwana, definitely so, Ntwana. If I was Cholanga, young Chol, you'll go wild, Ntwana.
But it was more, for this guy in particular, it was more of adapting to every situation. Every situation, just to adapt, not have a say.
Yeah.
Not think for what you want.
Exactly. I get what you're saying because even with regards to Leon Tolene, say for instance, you said Ntwana worked, got whatever you got into a relationship, there was a baby involved, and he just adapted to that situation, meaning it was like, I just fuck it, just because we're here now, let's go with the flow. And sometimes with things like that, I wouldn't say I relate particularly, but then most of what you're saying is what I was saying. I'm more of a person who's dog. I mean, I've been through the most, dog. That's what I've handled storms. Like, if I could speak about that shit, dog, you would even doubt who would see I'm this. Like, I'm young, but I've been through shit, dog. And so this is born, dog. He's born, and people might watch and say, I was paid. Always has a story, young son. Dog, I've been there, dog. I've been there, done that. Young isn't the days, young son. And what happened was, I just feel like sometimes you just adapt to people's lives, like particularly when you make someone the center of your life, you're gonna live according to terms of the floor. You understand? And not your own, necessarily your own. Sure. And sometimes it's wise, like he said, sometimes there are people who like, okay, high school, fresh out of high school, they like go for goals, dog. They wanna like reach their goals or go do everything they wanna do first, like achieve everything. Then they start doing this into Nyana. Yeah, but it's more for doing also sharp. They're going wild, man. But in the situation that you're referring to, like he just went with the flow. There was a lady involved, and he got lost in the sauce. Yeah, but and he made Domutlo a priority, meaning he forgot himself in that relationship. Yeah, but which happens to a lot of people. Sometimes you tend to forget yourself because you're always around this person, you're always talking to this person, and to a point you would neglect yourself. Yeah, but for the betterment of their life. Yeah, but you would encourage, but when you're in love with someone, you're going to encourage change and growth within that person. You understand? And if sometimes that person does not see the vision that you see for, like it gets frustrating. So it's frustrating for you as a person. And you end up like trying to prove a point. Okay, as in, let's do this and that and that. You end up like trying to not control, but lead their own life. Just to make yourself seem valuable, and you tend to neglect your own. I mean, I'm not a fan of this thing. You would say, if you're in a relationship, dog, make it a part of who you are. Don't make it who you are. It's a relationship. It's not about you. Yeah.
It comes to a point where like you don't think about yourself.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I can't.
Have you been in that situation
where I've put someone first?
Yes.
Nigga hasn't. I know this nigga.
He has.
Yes. Do you know me?
Nah,
are you me?
Dog.
You can't.
I know
me,
this nigga.
Man.
This nigga has it. In fact, his conversations. That's why I'm saying, Guti. He knows me. Almost all the time we're together. Like the conversations that we're having right now are conversations that we have on a daily, but we never get to be deep on this podcast. But now, because I know Guti, he knows where I'm at in terms of headspace. That's why we're having this conversation. But for the most part, like don't focus too much. As much as yes, you love a person and you want the best for them. Sometimes, dog, if you feel like you're not where you want to be in life, dog, share, relax,
but
push
the
your
thing
things
of
together.
People sacrifice their love and anything and everything into those kind of relationships. Because man, sometimes angazi if maybe like since ngishele long zomthola kanzima omunye yabo lezo zinto those things impact also.
For real.
But sometimes it's not a matter of you can't move away from that high.
It's more for
you bamba some hot shakra my mother living that ass. I can't live that ass
for niggas for someone else.
Imagine it gets to a point where you about
because niggas are territorial by nature. No, my hand is my heart. But women, they can share, dog. Can you share? A woman can forgive you for cheating, but you wouldn't dare forgive a woman for cheating. Unless of course,
niggas.
Yes, someone told me,
but niggas forgive cheating
if their friends don't know about it.
Me, I don't give a fuck.
If she cheats on you,
I'm moving away.
If she cheats on me, that's on her.
And you forgive her, you don't love yourself.
No, I'll forgive her, but I won't continue with the relationship.
Yes.
Dog. I've always told you that, dog.
I
forgive you. Like, I have nothing against you. If you fuck with someone else, that's on you. It has nothing to do with me. But and a lot of people, like, a mistake people often make is thinking someone cheating has something to do with them. It has nothing to do with you, my nigga. You could be there, dog. You could think, I've seen people lose themselves in situations, but am I not enough? The moment you get to question yourself, am I not enough, dog? Dog, you're not supposed to be this frame of mind. It's just a thing with it, dog. Fair, do you, enjoy it while it lasts. If it lasts, it lasts. They are happily ever after. You can't say most relationships don't last.
And maybe usizile.
And you can't hate. Exactly. And you can't hate. You can't hate on someone leaving you or cheating.
Can I ask you guys something? If you've got a hand, man.
Sure. So Yeah, put bomb paper.
If hypothetically, I'm sorry, if your hand can cheat, what can you do? Will it mess up the friendship?
Should there was no friendship.
Yeah, true, because sometimes ne, I mean, I don't want to lie, yeah, sometimes it depends which maybe you are
No, like you're straight hard.
I'm straight high and I won't. Just hammer. I won't.
Just hammer.
Hey, they go
I will never fight for a hand. If you know me, that much, I rather you rather stay with her. I get you that because you know, there's a thing called Iproko, and you always talk about it, and he knows it. Sometimes it even let's not even go there.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, don't go there because this topic is kind of similar to the topic you're
exactly. Yeah, that's all. With the code, with everything.
Would you chow my hand? That's you remember.
But it's different. It's more for that's hypothetical. Yeah. Okay, this is also hypothetical, but then it happened now. I'm told. What are you doing? What is your reaction as a guy?
Do you know the show? Do you know the show I'm with your ex? Where you appear there, you see me sitting there with Banban,
and like the nerve, man, talk the nerve, ne? Fair do your thing if you want to be together. That's on you guys, ne? But don't call me on the show, dog. Senya figa man, I don't know what's happening. Ne? Perhaps to a dog, you want something. Then you get to the venue, figure you got out, that pants, and so back shade it after chicken. Nice chicken, by the way. Best chicken ever. But
you want to eat.
Come for a plate. But more than anything, I figure dog chili right you niggas are tiny dog. You see those your hand there. Or your eggs, right? Yeah. Your eggs. Sometimes it's a hand. Sometimes it's a hand. It's your hand. A nigga would go to a show just to confess his feelings for your mate. And then they call you.
Are they dating?
They're not dating. Okay, there's the other one. I think there's two of them.
Listen, which one? I'm with your ex. I'm with your ex. I'm with your ex.
I know the other one.
Shoot manje, when you get there, like obvious. When you chill there, obvious, there's your friend there, obvious, and so basically, there's this host, the host, maybe I don't know what they tell you there before you get there. Like he said, you won't know, like they will tell you, maybe like you want something, there's a price you have to come and receive, So when you get there, bro, they will tell you, do you know maybe someone like this, like, that's my friend, okay, apparently, like maybe you want because of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, obvious behind the scenes. So when they're there, maybe that guy will come, then obvious you have no idea of what's happening. The guy will be like, okay, since we are here, can you tell him why we are actually here? You are the one who has to come out with it and tell me as your friend that we are actually here because I'm with
your ex.
Apparently,
that's my ex.
Mali is pregnant there, and she's there, but she's not there at that moment. Maybe she's chilling somewhere else. Bruh, you'll be chilling there. The next thing, he tells me, okay, Mbali is pregnant. Mbali was Mbali, so like he cannot guy, and then he's a thing of no, Umbali, your ex, no, Salavava, you are there, and then you even have the audacity to bring me in front of the camp.
Exactly.
I will tell you then, I will tell you for that. I don't fight for hands.
What?
I will murder you. You can't take me there.
Not on the show. Because my wasting my time. Not even about time, dog. Minus 10,000 or.
Yo, dog.
Dog. Imagine on the show,
if you fight,
think about the reputation.
But now, if you fight now, the order is going down 10,000 more.
But still, the fact that
you took me.
Come on, dog.
Sometimes, how would that react? You wouldn't know.
Who's a bang okay, that's cool.
Leave the show.
No, because now you know why he's like this. because we're actually speaking about it. Ne?
Yeah,
and remember,
it's gonna hit me on the
it's gonna hit us like, okay,
it's gonna hit me emotionally.
let me say,
Here's the setup.
Here's the setup. Here's Jay.
I am the host.
Or
Oh, so there are certain niggas you wouldn't find. But okay, does it depend on the ex though? Okay, does it depend on the ex though?
It depends on the ex.
Let me ask.
Depends on both.
What is it like? Who's that one ex that you wouldn't like? You know, but you wouldn't want niggas to date.
Yeah, there's always that one ex.
Which one is that one?
you see this guy.
Which one is that one? I'm asking all of you guys. Which one is that one? Because I'm getting okay. I don't care. I would be nonchalant. But it depends.
Maybe if bring that ex Leo like in Fakape like I told. Not that one. I don't know which one, but obvious. I'm saying. That one.
The one that ripped your heart into 10 pieces.
And then there's no ex that
Here's a question.
Oh, question.
Okay. Is it directed to me?
Come closer for the.
Based on the questionnaire, me now, I don't care. Just don't talk about it now.
Yeah. Why does it have to be there only me?
And I feel like it would even be better when like you consider to come to me personally as your friend and tell me which hey Dwana, I fucked up. I've been with Umbali for the past I don't know because you'll be shocked because these people they will tell you that we've been together for the past 2 years and another thing remember sometimes there's nothing Dwana ngeke uthi uthanda that's fucked up because remember
for the past 2 years that's where the topic of loyalty lies in like Muza like Utsunan Savage was like I don't care about love I care more about loyalty because you can love me but still but still betray me. But when you're loyal,
because sometimes it's not a thing that when your Shakra my man she's on you, she doesn't actually love you. Because she still chooses to be there with you. But for me personally, if you smash my hand, and I go with the hand, go with the hand.
It's not about you as the chain. And also with this thing,
even your current hand,
with this thing of
even my current hand,
with this thing of like exes like there's situations whereby okay sharp dog it like maybe that relationship was not that deep maybe like it was just something you were trying out at that time and it didn't work. That's why sometimes we don't have to fuss about it, but then let's not put things like for everyone to see. Let's not do your thing dog. It's okay. Then with regards to a maid cheating on you, if you cheat on me dog, it has nothing to do with me. I won't ask you to why. Dog, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. You must communicate with your partner. It won't to me. Don't ask her, okay, you cheated. Why did you cheat?
Dog, don't do that to yourself.
That's the
don't do that to
aspect.
yourself.
That's the emotional
aspect. You know why? You know why? No, when you are taking it on.
He's taking it logical.
Sometimes I wanna know.
Emotionally,
listen. For the better of the future, young child.
Don't do that to yourself.
You know why? No, he doesn't even want me.
Okay, listen. I'm listening.
Listen, you know the reason for me. No, listen, Dwan. Why did you have to cheat, Dwan? I want to. There's some things, Dwana, you might not do right in the relationship, and you're not aware of. I wouldn't know because I'm not aware of. And Manje, she would tell me, okay, you did 1 2 1 2, and I didn't like these things. You can't handle such situations. You can't. I would know okay for better for in future. Okay, you already cheated. It's fine. You can go. At least I'll know in future what to do. But okay, I know how to direct the young child. It's not about me and my feelings.
Listen, I get your point. Listen to my point. Okay. If like why communicate after you've cheated? Why not tell me what's in fact angithanda 1 or 2 or 3 before you actually commit to giving someone else your punani?
Maybe sometimes you are ignorant.
So like
some things in Dwana, some things in Dwana you can't.
Listen, you know why I'm asking all these questions, dog? We've been in relationships.
Yeah.
Communication, dog. We always fight with communication. You can tell a person when or late or we always there, young son. But if I get that point, if you address that situation, but you can't say it's ignorance. You can't assume I'm gonna be ignorant. Okay, you're doing 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna tell you. Young son, I'm just gonna go and cheat. Like, what does it say about you?
Okay, wait.
Sometimes.
What does it say about you?
What makes a person cheat?
I don't know. People cheat because they want to cheat. People cheat because they want to cheat.
Yeah.
That's why I need to.
Sometimes
don't ask questions.
Sometimes it's not a thing of people who want to cheat because they want to cheat. Sometimes you might be committed to that person. But what she brings to you, and you are trying by all means. And sometimes remember, for the sake of your mental health, if you have to think for yourself,
that's why that's a
relationship. Get out with it.
Exactly.
You don't have to force yourself.
I get that, and from the perspective it's talking about, it's from a cheater perspective, and basically the thing I was saying, okay, sharp. You would find yourself in a relationship. This is a young son. A chakra maima, young son. On, nice one.
15 out of 10, or 10 out of 10, or 7 out of 10.
55 out of 10, dog.
Hey, no,
5,000 out of 10, young son. But then somehow she lacks like empathy, she lacks, say, respect. No. You would sort of find yourself in situations whereby you have to like sort of go outside or to meet your emotional needs. Because another thing we never talk about is us gents. We are emotional, dog. We cannot hide that away from the fact. We are emotional. And we are emotionally intelligent. I always tell people this.
We are
emotionally
can
intelligent.
Control our
we are the
emotions,
emotionally intelligent ones. Women are emotional. We are emotionally intelligent.
What is emotionally intelligent? Because emotionally intelligent,
like it's to control.
Being able
to
being self-aware. That's also being like
Yeah.
emotionally intelligent. Knowing how to conduct yourself emotionally.
And it's not
being emotionally
all
intelligent
about you.
as me being there for you. It's okay. I know you're in a particular situation. I'm not going to behave a certain way. Young son, you are mad right now. You're throwing tantrums. Let me not engage. Because you're in the heat of the moment.
It's not about you.
We're not going to say, like, you're going to say things sometimes you don't even mean. Maybe you do mean half of the shit that you say. But I'm not going to make things worse. I'm just going to relax and let you feel like, blurt it out. Then also relax.
Isn't that logic?
Have a conversation. That's being emotionally intelligent. So let's say we're more logical.
Logical.
Yeah, same difference. Very weird. The most
emotional intelligent is like being able to maybe you I don't know.
Not crying.
Not crying.
Yeah, that's being in tune with your emotions, but being emotionally
That's
intelligent.
why I'm saying it's not about you. It's also
about the other person.
It involves another part.
It's not about you. You can be in tune with your emotions. I can be emotionally intelligent, but I'm not in tune with my emotions.
God.
Niggas wanna go visit the lips with their mommies. You see niggas in relationships go through a lot. Young soul. Stay with your crusty ass lips, dog, young soul, minds. But more than anything, full focus is if someone cheats on you, it's not about you. Don't ask who to why, because we're actually to people and for the rest of your life you're emotionally scarred. And you will get into another relationship. The thing is, you can't want to change yourself because someone flopped.
At least in time you know
not on the same. Listen. Dog. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Because you know when you moved away, you are going there with your small
Listen. Mina nzukeli var. Mina chance. Me truthful. You know Kevin Samuels now. You know Kevin Samuels. Do you know Kevin Samuels? Dog, you don't know Kevin Samuels? The most hated nigga young son in America. He spoke the truth. Some would say like the red pill community. Young son. Dog. Let's be honest. People you know that shit. Young son, you know yourself, dog. You are
everyone
aware.
is in denial.
No, don't be in denial. Don't be in denial. Don't be in denial. You know. If you can't fight, you know that shit. Young son. But all I'm saying is, there are things that you cannot change.
Okay, so
except that change.
Do you have a small thing?
Yeah.
First man in
First man.
history
I don't
to
care.
admit
Young Tom,
that
I don't
he's
care.
the first man.
And thing is that nobody can hold the record.
I'm me and Bana Pella, me and Finch, hey. Hey, Baba. You can't play with me.
But all I'm saying is the point is
it deserved to be brought on the tray, boy. When I was born, it was served there. It was served. Pelampetu, sometimes you're told it will get to a point. Even my brother knows that.
How does he know?
Listen. Obvious at home. They used to ask which Aman, bro. Aman, this guy.
He washes his, I wash yours.
No.
Like, let me tell you, at home, obvious, young told, when we were growing up there, young told, like, about my sister, back there, they used to argue with Aman. This guy, my no man, has a. Hey, Baba. Hey, Baba. Hey, Mama, you are not there. I don't like the hands to come to me and
come test
I
it.
know. Hey, they are very curious.
But all I'm saying is, me, dog. It has a small thing. You are aware of yourself, dog. We are good, dog. You're not muscular. You're not. I wanna six pack. You know that shit. But then. Don't ask things that will make you like wanna change yourself, because you're gonna hate yourself. Trust and believe me. If you're not self-aware, so the self-awareness is important. Because you're gonna ask which I know about what's and you're like, it's a show.
It helps, man.
But fair, but at the same time, and
as my friend told, I was even shocked that he brought up the situation where you don't have to ask Antoine.
No, that's right.
You don't ask, then you move away.
I'm not dog. If you cheat on me, I'm not gonna ask you what's dog. If you my ex, comment down below.
And subscribe
on the channel. If you my ex and you ever cheated on me,
you have to ask.
No, that's why. Dog, that's why I don't ask.
If you understand
that's why I come from,
I
get your point. Because that's why I don't ask. It's because I know myself. And me, my peace of mind is very important. I don't want to find myself. That's why I always told you, if someone cheats on me, it's not about me. It's about that person in particular. If someone says, okay, I'll go emotionally available.
Okay, what if sometimes
I get the point. Exactly. I know I have a flaw. That's why.
But so you don't want to know your
communicate.
How come you don't want to know your flaws?
Gents, communicate is a good relationship. You
Dwan,
can't tell me.
Dwan,
You can't.
Dwan.
That's why.
I understand where it comes from.
Something is wrong with that person.
Which means
communicate.
Something is wrong with that person.
Communicate. So when you're willing to go, my man, you willing
to you.
And thing is, another thing, dog, you're smart. Are you willing to go? You willing to go out of a relationship, particularly like possibly risk health yako, health just because you don't want to communicate to good in your flop and you're fucking dumb. That's on you. That's why I'm saying it's not about me. It's about you as a person. Exactly.
If it's not you who flop, how would you know that?
Listen, dog.
You didn't.
That's why I'm saying you don't even. Dog. The moment you share out, dog. It's chai. And when you're gonna go into
and you can fix that.
Exactly. That's why you're gonna go into your other relationships with the mentality. I was emotionally unavailable. You get into another relationship who doesn't have that problem, who doesn't see that problem in you. And you're gonna do too much. And that person then that person cheats on you. You're too needy. You're too needy. It's not about you. It's about that person.
Let me give you a solution here.
Don't. You should have spoken to me before you went and did that, dog. We're in a relationship. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
As much as we used to speak about it. The last thing. No, but the last one can direct you to some places where and sometimes
I don't give a fuck about that, dog. Let me before dog. Keep the question there. You're gonna ask, dog. It is not about me. Young Todd, it is about you. If we're in a relationship and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, young Todd, tell me siseseda ngithola ukuthi impethu angithandi into kanje and mina angithi misaqala what's the talking stage for we get angithandi into kanje nakanje impethu in the beginning I told you this is not what I want but I feel like you're doing this and that kwenzakalani communication comes into play why would I wanna ask nakhona there's a difference between someone leaving you and someone cheating on you someone can leave because I'm putting cancel the relationship why I feel like you're not there yeah you can ask you cheated on me and you hate that thing. I found out. Then I wasn't there emotionally. Dog, fuck you, Spud. Fuck that shit. Ask the question.
Okay. The question is gone now.
I'm sorry. Why meaning it bam? Before you tell me.
Now a question. Question. How many times have you cheated compared to the time you've been cheated on?
I wouldn't know. With
like,
these hands,
what you know.
Oh, with the ones that I know.
Yes.
And like I found out, I'm fit. And I found out episode 1. Go to episode 1.
Okay.
Go to episode 1.
How many times have you cheated?
Oh, bro, a lot. That's why I'm saying, Guti, it is not about you. It's about like the person doing the cheating. I'm not a serial cheater. I'm sorry. But I've been there, done that. I'm sorry. I know mentality
and he
of
does
the
it
thing.
alone.
Fair, I do it alone.
Crazy how you defend all those small dick-sized niggas.
No, I'm not defending. I'm saying. Look, I know. Hey, no.
Hey, coming back with it.
No, all I'm saying is be self-aware, dog. I'm sorry. There are things that you, be self-aware.
Yeah. If you have a small, you know.
Exactly. You know,
exactly.
You can't.
So there's no need to go to booze. Because it comes as a shock, but your whole life you've known. I'm sorry. Don't be delusional.
And
it's
some
okay,
people,
but don't be delusional, my dog.
Don't be delusional. You must not.
You know,
if you know that.
Like
obviously post sinihlangana nawo laphaya sonke sawabona lama post
Dr. Mkerebanji
and you even know the name
Dr. Mkerebanji with the PDC enlargement 063 742 6171 my number 063 742 6171.
So you did your research about
on
this.
Dr. Mkerebanji.
Doc, that's my number. Hit me up. I'm sorry.
Dana,
marketing. Hit me up. Let's explore. Let's see. Let's find out.
I don't do the enlargement and I'm just sorry.
But it happens. Well, doctor, like these doctors, these bogus doctors, even the abortions. No.
I mean, I've heard that. I don't know. I've heard that. I've heard, guys.
Yeah, you've heard.
That when you some of the people, when you go to that native doctor there, is it the native? I don't remember if it's a native. It's a native. Yeah, Sangam is a native. So
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, if it's fine. So obviously, I'm told that they give you this tree. I don't know that tree where you have to go. To the mountains, you place it somewhere there. I can just imagine obvious. So when that tree, you must not see that tree. That tree must grow on itself. Like you don't pour water, you don't do anything. Which means when you're at home, you see, okay, week one and those type of things. So allegedly, I've heard that there was a guy who partake in those type of situations and so. So it landed him that when he went there to cut off, because like when you feel like, okay, now I feel like it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. You can run there and go and cut. So he went there, Mfethu. Imagine, Mfethu, when he got there, the trees that were there, like there were a lot that he didn't recognize. But he couldn't even recognize the type of a tree that he didn't. He was just young tall. Yeah, and I'm Pechu. So I'm fine. Guys, don't partake in this type of things, man.
Imagine.
You are disrespecting God.
Dog. With that in mind, dog.
Coordinate.
No, even forget the coordinates. Think about this, kids. Think about this one. He's mentioning, dog, somebody as far. I'm sorry. We've all been in a urinal, you know a urinal, and it's like, come on. That's Southgate Mall, young told. We're pissing there. Or the Latin, for instance. I'm told, you know, good dog. Aslingan. Imagine they cheated on you, dog. Imagine it's
Don't.
that guy who planted his
Hey, don't,
Oh, you forgive.
fucked.
Oh, you're
Oh,
fucked, my
you're
brother.
fucked.
Oh, my brother, you're fucked. You're fucked. So it's better. That's why don't ask questions you don't want to hear. Because other niggas ask Kukuti. Nalega and God.
That's too much
Like,
now.
why do you want to know?
What
that?
do you want to know?
That's too much.
And thing is,
What are you gonna do with that information?
and thing is,
And
thing is,
Hans, if
when
the
you
guy
ask,
asks you those type of a question, run.
Dog.
Because that's where they.
yeah, exactly. And also,
That's why- that's
niggas,
why-
niggas have.
That's where the guy decide to.
Yeah, so and
Because you can't
and
ask
niggas,
this type of questions,
Nah.
Dwan. Like Kaingaki.
dog.
Dwan, do you even wanna know, man?
And Hans,
Umuna kanjani?
niggas have this thing of categorizing cheating, dog. So
like how?
you don't have to know. For me, the fact that you went on a date with someone else is enough for me to know what I feel you cheated. Let's leave the relationship. I'm not gonna ask.
On a
Uthi,
date?
Bruh, I'm not gonna ask if you slept with that nigga because chances are it's either yes or no. Yeah, but even if you say no, I know what's that, dog. That's cat. Especially if I had to find out you hid that thing from me. You understand? So. What's it gonna change? The fact that she allowed access to a whatever.
And remember,
so some things, dog, let it be, dog. It was just your turn. She wasn't yours. Claro.
that's why I'm fair to like Uksiza
Finish.
Nguti. Sometimes I feel like those questions Ntwana, don't even count Uti. Like nilelega ingaki.
Yeah.
Because manje Ntwana, remember Uti, Ntwana, you don't know her. Ntwana.
Bengakanan. Niggas,
You don't know her.
Bengakanan.
And no, besides that thing, Ntwana, besides those questions, like you don't even know her.
Yeah.
Period. But you try to kuhlangana naye man.
Yeah.
Angatsho ukuthi mina body count yami 1 or 2.
Yeah, 2.
You wouldn't know.
3. That's what they
Three,
say.
yeah.
Ngithola 3 normal.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know Ntwana.
And with the types of
So
things
Ntwana,
that are
bamshayeka
happening.
ingaki?
Ngithola.
Back then.
And with the type
Wangambuzanga
of things that are
bakushayeka
happening.
ingaki?
Yeah, from high school.
From high school bakushayeka ingaki?
And
Wena
she's
ufuna
gonna
ukuthi
lie, obviously.
uthepha ukushayeka ingaki?
Obviously, she's gonna lie.
Mfethu.
I'm sorry.
Usabuzelana.
She's gonna lie, and I
Why
hate,
you
I hate, I hate, I hate, I hate the body
Uzomheka,
count issue.
Bana,
Dog, me, I
don't
hate, I hate, I hate,
guys,
I hate the
leave,
body
man.
count issue because
Mina, I ask
it
for
always
future
gets us into trouble.
purposes.
I mean, I don't
Me?
ask body count. I don't want to know.
I ask for future
I don't wanna know.
purposes. I don't even.
That's why.
wanna know.
That's why ngafuna ukuqala. Tona mina I know my tona mina dog. You see me, I'm hardcore, ne? But like I'm sensitive at the same time. Dog, if you are my hand and like sing a machine, I know you tell me that your body count is like 10.
Yo.
Fair the bonge konami, but now yo, I'm gonna think for me turn off. Dog. Like I don't wanna lie, one thing turn off. Yeah, but so I don't ask because I don't really care. I'm sorry.
And Donna,
As long as you're here,
and
at the
yabona nale
moment,
question ebody
what
count,
you
I
do
find it
after,
weird.
then it's weird. What you do after that, yeah, after like Mrs. Jordan, what you did back then, fair, that's on you, baby girl. I'm sorry.
So Sizan,
But
man.
what you do while in a relationship,
I'm
now,
let's disclose
crazy.
body count since it's weird.
Aye.
Yeah,
it's weird.
What are your body
When
count?
I
That's
was
why
in
you're not gonna discuss body counts because a nigga's gonna say a small amount. Be like, you're gonna say the right amount. You be like, uzenza matman. I'm sorry. But
Say
with
the
that,
right amount, chop.
for me,
Yeah.
me is 2, dog. 2. 2. My body count is 2.
I'm not
I see it,
particular.
2, dog. I'm sorry.
What
2.
is still waiting
The first
for
one was a
marriage?
mistake.
Gee,
The second one is the
on.
baby mama. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for 45.
Me,
Hey, cha.
You don't do that shit. Enough about body counts, dog. I'm sorry. Ramaphosa.
Ramaphosa.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, that nigga. Yo. Nigga.
Fede, I don't know a lot, but who's this?
Trump.
Ramaphosa went to the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana, calm. Dana,
Nah, nobody's coming. Nobody's coming.
I'm
Nobody's
not coming.
coming.
Come inside.
Nigga
Hey,
went to the
pause.
States to negotiate because you're not political. Let's be real with the people. We are not.
Guys, no, remember,
We're not too
we are working
political,
with
I'm
time,
sorry. Yeah, I'm told niggas are talking about time of read.
Yeah.
I'm told we're not that political, we're not that tapped in. Ne? But then I think people, it's something that's buzzing out there.
Yeah,
People are
it's
talking
buzzing.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm told.
Yeah.
Even people that I knew, even in school, they weren't interested in.
Yeah.
I feel like, which is odd. Ne?
Yeah, which is
the timing is crazy for me.
Why?
Like I always say, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I just feel as if, dog, it's too convenient. America,
Like,
like
in what
even in the
sense?
movies, dog. America is a
I wanna
superpower.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm told. 49 refugees, South African refugees, to be precise. US
And-
aid.
And
I'm told. White genocide. All of a sudden, there's a meeting in there. I'm told.
Yeah, bro.
Allegedly,
yeah, I'm told.
Starlink is also coming to South Africa as well.
Oh yeah.
So,
you see,
hey,
in
dog.
that conversation, there was that the billionaire who's that from Cape Town.
John something.
Rupert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like Trump. We need your help. We need your help to decrease the crime.
Yeah.
He was like Elon Musk. We need your tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need
So
it on tech.
Starlink is coming, I'm told,
Yeah.
which is, for me, all of this is a bit too convenient, dog. I'm told.
Yeah.
We are puppets at the end of the day. but-
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
know.
because at first,
but
okay,
they
it was
don't
that
just
thing.
place it out there.
Yeah,
like,
we have to like
yeah, we have
create
to-
controversy
yeah,
and sort of like
yeah.
Yeah,
reunion,
that's why I
type
feel
of
like
reconciliation.
It's another reason we don't talk about politics.
Yeah,
because
it's too
It's
much.
too shady,
More-
bro. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, dog, there's too much, and we,
I
dog,
feel like we
They
we
do
don't
these
even
things.
know what we are talking about.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
none of us know.
Exactly. We-
And I always have this
We are
thing. Which
assuming, fam.
I have always have this thing with the media, dog. We're in the media space.
Yeah.
We always say with content. As my it is part of content. That meeting,
Yeah.
dog. Let's be
It's
logical.
content.
It's content.
Political content.
We have to give people what they want to see. It's okay if we're discussing big shit. I'm sorry. We're there. And one thing, 48 laws of power, never outshining the master. Dog, people are smart out here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The way I think, ne?
Yeah.
I you know the book, The 48 Laws of Power. Nah, dog, read
Yeah.
about it.
You'll tap in some other things.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nah,
We'll tap in.
I'm not
But
even fooled, yeah.
with the way things work, like in this world, I just think Uguti, the superpowers.
Do you know that book?
The superpowers. Yeah, I know that book.
You've
The
read
super.
it?
Dog.
Yeah, most of it.
So,
But then, but then the
One more
superpowers,
question.
the superpowers you gotta ask, the superpowers in the world, are not the presidents. I'm sorry. The courts, even I've always like told people this, Uguti, like the person who runs a country is not the president, it's the courts. I'm sorry. And the courts are being are puppets of like the superpowers, which is the people who own like most of the people who are in other countries are people who own oil companies. I'm sorry. The people who are drilling oil in the oceans, those are the real superpowers. I'm sorry. They control what's going on in terms of the world. So I just think Uguti, if you want unrest, no. I'm straight, not allegiance. I'm taking with my chest. With my chest. I'm sorry. And what happens is
With my chest.
no, it's proven. Even the thing Uguti, a president does not run the country. If you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Ramaphosa
that's-
runs the
yeah,
country,
yeah.
We know
that's
that.
proven. I'm
We
sorry.
know that.
So what happens is, dog, to sort of create
Elton
balance.
is taking
I'm
a
sorry.
nap now.
Controversy. Controversy. Niggas don't want to be educated.
Hey, bro, let me
It's
go.
fine. It's fine.
Hey,
We're
man,
gonna
let's
switch.
take a nap.
I'm just making my point. Then we vibe. I'm sorry. But then the people to create like controversy and sort of unity within people, cause drama, create a solution, create a problem, create a solution. Then everything is lovey-dovey. But I just believe Uguti, after the cameras were off, another meeting was held in place. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Things were signed. Yeah.
meeting
That
was
was
held.
that. I'm sorry. With regard to the US aid, because a lot of people we were scared. I'm sorry. The medication, HIV stage is going high. I'm sorry. Particularly because niggas don't want to use protection. I'm sorry. Niggas don't want to use protection. Like niggas don't want to use protection. I'm sorry. Niggas fuck people. They don't know. Niggas do quickies. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro.
Thank you for the protection.
Fair and projection, projecting rather. I'm sorry, but then hey, take care of yourselves, guys. I'm sorry. More than anything,
Today's gonna be a
Brilliant.
short episode.
it's gonna be a short
We're
one.
gonna make it a short. We have a long
Yeah,
video.
going
What was the
somewhere.
time then?
More content coming
I'm
up.
not even sure.
Check,
Hey,
check.
bafethu somnyama stizi inkinsela.
Yeah, obvious, check.
Yasemgungundlovu bafethu umudlo inkomo zabantu.
So
Kanye
We are closing it up.
We're
bafethu.
closing it up. We have to close it.
Bafethu, it was nice having you as usual, guys. Yangithola. Hayi siyabonga bafethu, the support and everything bafethu. Kodwa siyanicela, subscribe, share, like and comment.
Subscribe.
Yangithola. We have a lot of work, and
Subscribe.
guys, I know because we actually know that you are actually expecting a lot from us, ne? But in that
And a lot
regard,
more is yet to come.
and yeah,
We push it.
I was gonna
Brick
get
by
there.
brick.
Brick by brick.
They see.
There are more shows that I wanna come.
Yeah.
Young tall, you'll see for yourself.
You'll see for
Young
yourself.
tall, even the workspace is gonna change. Young tall, young tall.
Yeah.
No, like regards on young tall, cause like we said, we know we like we said before, Uguti, like so spanner nabantu.
Oh,
Yeah, young tall. So young tall,
Yeah,
sasekhona
a lot
bafethu.
more, young tall.
Sazoba nakhona nama-tel nama-facts. Don't worry, young tall. Yeah, a lot is coming, bafethu.
Let's get it, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get
Closing
it.
remarks, my boy.
Closing remarks.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. As always.
100 push-ups a day.
Yeah. I'm on that now. Dog, I remember like when we went to shows to shoot like 21 questions and you said like 100 push-ups. I was watching that video and it was like, but now like sabbatical. I'm told. I'm committing to that. Otherwise,
And that show is coming back.
yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Today,
Today.
we are going somewhere right now.
Today.
It's
Guys,
coming back.
do you want to tell people something quick?
Drop and give 50.
Watshele njamba
Ngoba sebabona.
Drop and
Ah,
give
fair.
50.
Aware.
Ferry Coast ngishwala amasema mina ngakazisho ukuthi ingwenye emnyama ezengena.
Yo, don't tell her. Disrespectful.
Sibonge, ngithola. Otherwise, ngithola. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below.
Yeah,
Ngithola.
dala,
Awu,
Dala,
awu, it is, ngitshela.